Here we have for sale our December 2022 on a 72 plate Volkswagen Transporter. This is the T6.1, so the facelifted 6th generation of the Volkswagen Transporter. This is a T30, I mean it's got a 3-ton gross vehicle weight. It's got the 2-litre Euro 6 TDI diesel engine producing 150 PS, which is roughly 150 brake horsepower, accompanied with the fantastic 7-speed DSG automatic gearbox. This started its life as a Highline panel van, but as you can see now, it has undergone quite a conversion with the guys over at Bogner Motors when it was brand new, making it into a fantastic short wheelbase Kombi that we see here. First thing to note is that there is no VAT to pay on this particular example. Previous owner of the van was not VAT registered, therefore we can't pay VAT to someone who's not VAT registered, and then we can't charge VAT on again after that. So really good opportunity here for anyone watching who's not VAT registered. There's no VAT to pay on this particular van. Finished in the fantastic Fatana red. I think this looks absolutely stunning, and anyone keeping a close eye on our YouTube videos will have seen that only yesterday we posted a video of another very, very nice Transporter which was snapped up first thing this morning. Didn't last very long at all, and we're very lucky to have another really, really nice example to show you here today. So looking here at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one of course is spec'd with a rear glazed tailgate. So a tailgate is one door which comes up like so, and glazed of course meaning it has got the rear glass, and we can tell this is from factory because it's got the heating elements in the glass, and it's also got the rear wiper just there as well. A couple of things which have been changed at the back of here. So we've got the gloss black rear badge, and also the rest of the back of the van has been debadged as well. So you usually get a Transporter badge just here, but the gloss black badge there I think ties in really well with the rest of the styling. Something else which has been changed, and that is it's had the addition of a really nice rear spoiler fitted to that, which gives a really good clean and sporty look here towards the back. So factory extras then, of course, just mentioned the rear tailgate, which would have been an extra on this being a panel van, and you can also see underneath here as well, you've got the reversing camera just there. In terms of condition, it is in absolutely stunning order, it must be said. There's basically nothing to fault on this. It's looking very, very nice indeed. Tiniest little mark just there. If we're being very, very fussy, you're going to get a couple of small little marks, sometimes on the very edge of the bumper like this, but I say that is being hypercritical. If we open up the rear tailgate, then we can start to have a look inside the back of the van. So you can see it's had a really nice carpet lining job in the back of here, covering of course the exposed painted areas here at the back, of course the panels. There's also some extra focal speakers which have been fitted on either side as well, which just gives you a much more sort of car-like feel inside then for your rear passengers. And you can also see as well a nice suede headlining there with some lovely LED spotlights. They've even gone to the extent of carpeting the cover on the jack. But condition again in the back of here, this is in really remarkable condition. It's absolutely stunning in the back of here. It looks like it has done literally no work whatsoever. And you can also see inside of the tailgate has been carpeted with some extra spotlights in there as well. But yeah, stunning condition in the back of there. Nice, of course, proper Kombi rubber floor in there as well. It's been done very nicely indeed. Looking here then down the passenger side of the vehicle, and this is where I like to look in these reflections here down the side. You can just see how clean and straight that is, looking absolutely gorgeous. I really think this colour sets it off so well. You don't see many in Fatana red. We've had a handful of these in this colour come into stock, but I think this just looks absolutely fantastic. The van has been lowered, so it's on a set of STX coilovers, which are made by KW Suspension, very, very well renowned suspension company, and I say a set of STX coilovers on here, which is made by them. So you've got adjustability on coilovers, so you can adjust the ride height here if you wanted to, but really the idea is that this gives you a much better ride comfort, much better ride performance than you would get with just normal lowering springs. It's not a cheap thing to do, but as I say, you can see the previous owner has done that, or it was done by Bogner Motors, and the van certainly benefits for it. A nice set of trapezoid gloss black sidebars there, and there's also a nice set of roof bars up the top as well. And then that brings us on to the wheels. So there's a beautiful set of flow formed 20-inch Revo wheels on here. I think they just look absolutely stunning. I think they contrast with the Fotana Red really, really well. Yeah, what more can I say than that? They just look absolutely fantastic. Full set of Uniroyal tyres on here as well, which, as you can probably see, are in really good condition as well. And the alloys are absolutely spotless, not a mark on any of them. If we open up one of the side loading doors, so this van, another factory optional extra then, is that this van is spec'd with twin side loading doors, so a really nice feature to have when you're doing a Kombi conversion. I mean, the van was clearly spec'd with that intention from brand new by the looks of it. Having a look at these rear seats then, so it's a really nice, of course, proper VW full width bench in the back of here, but completely retrimmed in lovely black leather with a contrasting red stitch, of course, to match the outside of the van. Isofix compatibility on the two outer seats just there, and of course you can fold this seat down flat in half, and it can completely remove it as well if you want to. If you want to see what that looks like folded down, you can see I've taken some photos of that on the full advert of the van, but you can just see here again the condition is absolutely second to none. They've put some nice overmats in here, and you can just see how clean and tidy this is in the back. Absolutely gorgeous. Having a look at even the back of the seats, they're in really good order, or the bases just absolutely spot on. As we move into the front then, passenger door card, the step, and then into the front, of course the leather trim continues, but they've also added a really nice sports seat upgrade in here as well. So it's got the bigger bolsters which just hold you nice and tight in the seat, and I think that really adds something to the overall look of the van. And you can see this contrasting red stitching as well continues here in the front. Also, what would have been another factory optional extra, this was of course spec'd with a single passenger seat, so you've got the two captain seats in the front, and of course you've got the adjustable armrest there on both seats. But some really nice touches then, some really nice attention to detail on this van. So if we look in, at the dashboard here into the interior, so they've changed the sort of bezel here around the outside so that it's gloss black, but they've added some painted Fotana Red details here, like this around the vents, even in the middle of the vents there, which I just think is so nice. And there's a couple of more little bits as well which I'll point out to you which they've done, and I say it's just that attention to detail which for me sets this van apart from many others. That, and of course the condition is absolutely unbelievable. But yeah, I say some really nice details, and you can see here on the wing mirrors, you've got gloss black wing mirrors and the gloss black parts here, which this would normally be an unpainted plastic, but again that really nice little pinstripe there in the Fotana Red, which I think sets it off so well. Moving then around to the front, some more optional extras here. So you can see the extra parking sensor on the side here. So you'd usually just have this front parking sensor and the one in the center, but the one on the side just here, this tells us it's got side scan, which tells us it's got park pilot or park assist, so the van will park itself for you. Another factory optional extra then, LED headlights. That is a big one. I've said in many videos before, spec'ing my own van, that is the first box I'm ticking on a T6.1. Not that you can order one of these now, but that is the first box I'm ticking, is LED headlights. Make a big difference. The standard ones aren't the best. These are absolutely fantastic, and they look really nice. It gives you this lovely LED daytime running light, but the performance of these is so good also. Gloss black front grills, so all been changed here for gloss black, and again some nice little details. Hopefully the headlight won't ruin this, but here we are. You can see again really nice Fotana Red little pinstripe just there, which sets it off very nice indeed. And you've also got what is known as the Thruxton front splitter there, which I think is absolutely stunning. It's a really nice, you can see it's painted, of course, the top part there in the Fotana Red, and then you've got the gloss black lower part, but it's a really nice molded and subtle front splitter, which I think does enough, I think, to the front of the van to give it that edge and that look which I think is needed on a van like this. A few little stone chips here I can just see on some of the gloss black elements here, so we will just neatly touch these in, of course, in gloss black. But yeah, in terms of condition, that is about all I can fault on really the entire van. You're going to get, I say, the odd tiny little chip here or there, but yeah, there's not much I can fault on this. I just think those wheels on this colour look so nice, those flow-formed 20-inch Revos. And then finally, looking down the driver's side here, again, you can see how clean this is. Twin side-loading doors, as I mentioned, which is a big bonus, just being able to get your passengers in from both sides. And then if we jump inside here, some more bits as well to show you inside here. So this one's had a sports steering wheel upgrade, so a really nice chunky steering wheel molded to the hand just here, and then again red stitching which matches the leather, and then this lovely Fontana red painted element just in there. So it's just things like the vents, steering wheel, the bit on the grille, mirrors, it's just all those little things add up to a really nice, well thought out package, I think. It's also been spec'd with 4 keys, which again is another factory optional extra. You've got electric heated and folding mirrors. Folding mirrors would have been an extra as well on a Highline panel van. Auto-activated lights, auto-activated wipers. That comes as standard, as does adaptive cruise control. On the right-hand side then, you've got your onboard computer controls just here, and you can see the mileage there, 11,146 miles. And you can see, as I say, all of this bezel has been changed for the sort of Caravelle style gloss black. And then again, some nice painted elements just there as well. Into the centre then, 2 more optional extras on this. A load of factory optional extras on this van. So Discover Media satellite navigation, that is a big one for me personally. Not only, of course, can you navigate via sat-nav, that is, of course, the main purpose of it, but crucially, it gives you wireless app connect. So if you just connect your phone to this via Bluetooth, your smartphone, it will give you the option to use wireless app connect, so Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, without having to plug your phone in via one of the USB-Cs down there. So that's a really nice feature on there. But not only that, the Discover Media Nav gives you this larger flush screen. If you go onto radio, of course you have got DAB radio on here, and this is where your reversing camera is displayed as well. Down below then, you've got air conditioning, that comes as standard, and then the final factory optional extra, it's got heated front seats as well, and that is the park pilot that I mentioned earlier, where the van will park itself. A 7-speed DSG gearbox, and just a final look here at the leather. You can see how nice that is inside here. Absolutely stunning. Now, we do hold service history with this van. So it was serviced in January 24 and I believe January 25 as well, around 5,000 and then 10,000 miles. And the most recent service in January 25 was actually the sort of oil change service and the interval service as well, so the larger service. So yeah, it's been kept thoroughly up to date despite its low mileage, and you can really tell that this van has been looked after with its absolutely stunning condition. The spec is, I think, really outstanding on this van, and I think the overall look with the body styling, with that lovely Thruxton front splitter, really nice Fontana red painted details, the KW STX suspension, Revo alloy wheels. It's just, there's a lot to like about this van, it must be said. And of course, no VAT to pay. We can offer delivery nationwide. We can offer finance at very competitive rates, and we can also take cars or vans in part exchange. So by all means, get in contact if you would like any options or prices on any of those things that I just mentioned there. And you can find the full advert there over on our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk. Where, as I say, that's where you'll see the price, the description and the photography of this van and all of the others that we've currently got here for sale. Thank you very much for watching.